This episode is about exiting your childbearing years, aka perimenopause and menopause. When did you first know or realize that you were exiting your childbearing years?
So it's hard to know when it was starting. I did not know. But now you do kind of a retrospect after you figure out where you are, then you kind of know. So I think that I started perimenopause in my 30s. And maybe a few years after that, I started the hot flashes. And I remember my daughter asking, like, why are you sweating?
Yeah.
And then my husband would ask, why are you sweating?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
And back then, we knew nothing about perimenopause and menopause.
I don't think I knew the term,
the
word.
I just learned perimenopause.
Right. So
yeah.
I think I believe now looking back, that's when it all started. But then, you also have all the other issues. I had fibroid tumors.
Yes.
So I was always, having issues with yeast infections.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I have one child and I have my last child and I'm still having all the symptoms. By 2017, I looked like I was pregnant again.
Yeah.
I looked like, and my neighbor was so embarrassed. He was like, when you do?
Yeah. So let's talk about this hormonal belly.
Yes.
Because I'm telling my husband about this hormonal belly, and my baby just showed up like 6 months ago. Like out of the blue, I'm driving and I look down, I'm like, is that me? Is that me? Is that my stomach?
Yeah, you can't see woohoo anymore.
The hormonal belly is crazy. The hormonal belly is crazy. We're not even gonna talk about what you just said. But yes, it just happens. And your body thinks it's pregnant again. I heard something about it's like going through puberty all over again, is what I. So great segue.
Okay.
What did you know about menopause? What were the myths?
So it was literally elementary. Hot flashes, night sweats, you don't have your period anymore.
Yep.
And then I heard that you may become dry and sex might be painful.
Oh, you heard that? I hadn't even heard that until recently.
I did know about the dryness. And that's it. Hot flashes and no period. That was initial. And the only reason I knew about, the dryness and all that was because I ended up having to have the hysterectomy. And so my doctor was like, well, once you have this hysterectomy, this might throw your body into menopause.
So was that the first time that your doctor mentioned
that?
Menopause?
Yes. It was during the time period when I was getting a hysterectomy, because she wanted to make sure that I understood like what I'm getting myself into. So in that moment, I decided to keep my ovaries because I didn't want anything to affect my sexual drive.
Right.
So
my doctor still hasn't talked to me about menopause. Never has brought up the word. And so that's where we're at with our doctors. They just, if you don't bring it up, they don't bring it up.
Right.
Like it's not a thing.
It's not a thing. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if they're afraid, they don't want to be offensive. And I think maybe I'm in my 30s.
Yeah. Well, now they say between 30 and 50s is going to happen. But before, it was always known as
older.
Midlife, 50.
That's right.
So what has been your strategy or what you've done to be able to manage this stage in your life? Because you're taking HRT, right?
I am on a hormone replacement therapy. I'm in this postmenopausal stage where now I'm having additional symptoms that I didn't have. So now, 3 years after the hysterectomy, I'm hot flashing all night. I'm hot flashing all day. I can't sleep at night. Now I'm like, I am crazy. Literally, I went to the doctor. I was like, I am not going to survive like this. So now I'm hot flashing every 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm in the office at work and then I'm turning on the air. Well, turn on the air, and then I'm cold. I'm turning it off.
Yeah.
So I'm going back and forth like that, and then at nighttime. Then 2020 happened. My OBGYN retires now, so I ended up finding another doctor. She probably like early 30s.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you want some estrogen? And I was afraid to do it because I had talked to my mom.
Yeah,
and of course there was,
bad press.
Bad press. You I don't want to do anything because, risk of cancer.
Right.
She's had cancer before, so she's a cancer survivor. So that was kind of my attitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when she said that, I was like, well, what about this? And so she was like, well, every person is different. And, and there were some of the tests that I could do to see what, if I even had the genes that might, put me at risk.
Yeah.
So that was a thing. So, once I went through that, I was like, I think I'm doing it. Because at this point, I'm going to try anything because my quality of life is suffering. I am like batshit crazy.
So you're on the patch.
I got on the patch. I've been on the patch for 4 years and it works. I feel free. I don't have a period anymore. I love it.
Yeah. And you feel normal.
And I feel normal. I'm not flashing all the time. I'm not sweating all the time. I'm not.
So the thing about estrogen patches, your estrogen level has to be low enough to qualify for it. And I don't yet. So I can't get the patch. And so I'm dealing with the fans and the AC, just waiting for that estrogen level to drop.
Yeah, I feel
so I can change my life like it changed your life.
Right. But, so there's more. So now, all of a sudden, my memory.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, I'm forgetting stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, it started out with just like stupid stuff. Like, why did I put the milk in the pantry?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I can't find anything.
Yeah. Can't find anything.
I can't find my phone. I can't find my glasses. I can't find.
And your glasses on top of your head.
I can't remember. So, and that was problematic, and then at work it's problematic because of the type of work that I do.
Yep.
And then because, again, I'm not thinking, I'm thinking, I've dealt with the hot flashes. I've had the hysterectomy. I got a patch. I've done the boost bar, So
you're thinking you're not attributing memory loss to menopause.
I'm not attributing it to that. So then what am I doing? Now I'm like, do I have brain cancer?
Yeah, are you dying?
Do I have a tumor?
Are you dying?
Do I have a tumor? Yeah. And I can't remember certain things. And that's when I went down this next piece of this journey, going to get an EEG, going to get an MRI.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking
to the brain.
Right. And now talking to a psychologist. I'm trying to, and so here I am. And now it's like the brain fog. Okay, so now you talk about strategies. I'm not remembering things like I used to at work. So now I'm gonna have to start managing things differently. I'm making lists. I'm prioritizing. I'm, focus time. Whenever I start getting tired, I'm building breaks into my day.
Yeah.
So I have to start doing making all these changes in my life because I'm already compensating, but now I have this other issue that I'm trying to manage. And I don't know that this issue is even an issue.
Right.
I'm just doing things to make it better, trying to cope. But now it's actually somewhat a relief to know, okay, this is also related menopause. And now I'm learning about post-menopause. So it's like after everything stops.
There's 3 stages.
Understanding is there 3 stages?
Perimenopause, menopause, and post-menopause. So we never get out of it. We're always in one of those stages.
Right. You're always in one of those stages, and then you're just managing. But I know everybody's different, right? Some people may experience certain things that go away. Like I thought that I would get past like hot flashes. I thought that was, but some people flash for 20 years.
Jesus.
So
we're not going to blame that on anybody.
But of course I do the patch, so that's why. But whenever I don't put my patch on for a week, I'm flashing. So
it doesn't go away.
For me, it has not gone away.
Lifelong maintenance. And
then that's where you get additional strategies come in. One, talk to my family and friends about it. Because when I start forgetting things, like I might tell them a story and they'll be like, you told me this already, right?
So let's talk about that real quick. My husband don't act like he want to know about all these things, but I tell him anyway because I need for him to know.
Right.
I need for him to know why I'm having hot flashes. I need him to know why my belly is sticking out. But he not inquiring. I'm just telling him because he don't want to know. So how's your husband dealing with this stage, this season of life?
He's being supportive. And I think it does make them uncomfortable.
How is he being supportive?
So for me, like, of course, the weight gain. Yeah. I decided I wanted to do a GLP-1 drug.
Yeah.
To get back in, get back in shape because I wasn't happy with my body.
Yeah.
it affects your sex life because I want to take my clothes off
Yeah.
if I don't feel like confident.
Right.
So, but they come, but him, when I say they can be supportive, still encourage you, still love on you. He doesn't ask questions, but whenever I feel like sharing, he's listening. And so finding those safe people to talk to, but I do think it's important that you tell your family. And
we were clueless. No one told us.
That's right. No one told us
that these things were going to happen to us when we reach a certain stage in life.
That's right.
I wish someone would have gave us a heads up.
It would have been helpful.
We think we're going crazy. I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
You thought you had a brain tumor. So communication definitely is key.
Now is the time that you want to implement self-care. And that means maybe you're slowing down a little bit, which is hard to do, but you slow down a little bit, you're taking care of your health issues, you're working on getting good quality sleep, and then you work around the other strategies, meaning task lists.
Be more intentional.
You have to be, that's a great word, intentional about self-care. And my husband, so he went and got the membership at the recreation center around the corner from our house, and we go to the rec.
So that's very helpful.
That's
to
helpful.
Have like your support system.
Right. Because I actually got a trainer, and I was working out with a trainer once a week.
Okay.
I did that for 2 years because I can't figure out this weight gain. What is going on? And that's another symptom, weight gain. Yeah. Right.
One last final question. You've kind of walked us through a horror story, right? All things that can go wrong in midlife when you're exiting your childbearing years. What can you leave everyone with as far as how has it made you better? Should it be something we celebrate? You know what I mean?
I do. And I do think it is something to be celebrated. But let me tell you why. Because knowledge is power. Once you figure out and you understand what's going on with your body, you understand that you're not terminally ill and all these things, you begin your coping mechanisms. You begin to figure out what's going to work for you in this period of time of your life. I can say that I feel free. Right? Don't be afraid of what's going on, but because now I'm in the driver's seat. I understand what's going on. So I'm going to have to make lists. I'm going to have to prioritize things. I know I have to get a certain amount of sleep.
Right.
I know that I have to exercise. I have to eat better.
Yeah. So
now that I have that knowledge, now it's all about executing. Yeah. And I think by you focusing and taking this time to do the self-care, I think that's also going to help you with your families, with your kids, how you function and work, the people that you interact with at work. I think it supports all of that.
But it's going to help you with the most important relationship, and that's the relationship with yourself.
I absolutely agree.
It's going to allow you to give yourself grace.
That's for sure.
That's worthy of celebrating.
That is worthy of celebrating. I agree. That's worthy of celebrating. Full circle.
Thanks, Jocelyn.
What is it? Namaste?
Yeah.